YouTube was having good people. You know what time it is. We back live with another one, man. We chilling right now in Alabama, man. We chilling in Alabama, trying to make a little bit of money. Trying to make a little bit of money. I ended up picking this load up out of South Carolina. Picked that load up out of South Carolina. Took that over here to Alabama. I believe this right here is Lynn, Alabama. It's a small city, and basically everything is closed. I hit up the fleet manager or whatever like that, told her what was going on. He like, basically if you bring it back, they don't pay you for it. Or you can't get paid until you actually deliver the load. It ain't no layover pay. It ain't no detention pay. $1,400 load. It look like I'm gonna be sitting on it for 3 days. So really at this point it was pointless. It was a decent load if this place was actually open. I got here same day, could have delivered the next morning, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But plenty of time right now, you know, to clean the truck out. I've been getting that situated, cleaning the truck out, working out on the game. Just one of them days where you just, you know, you just sit back and you just try to analyze, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. It seemed like, to me, it was a whole lot of, when it came down to like the company driving, it's so many benefits to it. But now these days it seems like when you're trying to run a business, it is not really beneficial in a lot of ways with places like this. You know, when you run the southeast region, these people not used to a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice or whatever like that. Like, man, I came through yesterday. Birmingham was ridiculous. Coming up I-20, then hitting 65, hopped over here on 22. Trucks left and right, just off the road. And it's some of these local companies, man. And bro, just stay off the gas, stay off the brake. Get a little momentum when going over them bridges. Come off the gas, man, and just cruising on through. But it seemed like these guys hit these bridges, man, and they hit them brakes and they get to sliding when it's like, where do y'all get the training from? Like when y'all go to school or whatever like that, and you got trainers that come out, they train you for them little couple months or whatever like that. They not teaching and showing the basics of how to drive in certain weather conditions. To me personally, man, a couple years back, man, you didn't have this many accidents. You ain't have, it's just drivers don't have control of these trucks. And like I say, man, we in Alabama. This ain't like when I used to pull loads through Wyoming, Oregon, Washington, the Dakotas, and you know, it was, you had them drivers that was trained for that. And these days it just seemed like people just can't get it, man. And if you, to me personally, I be thinking, if you cannot control your truck through certain weather conditions that's not as severe as other areas, it's kind of like, bro, you shouldn't even possibly be in a truck. Now yesterday I helped a guy out. He got stuck actually when going over a bridge, but it was an incline, and he ended up getting stuck in it. And I bypassed the bridge and I got out. I'm like, hey man, this is how you gotta, so boom, instead of you keep trying to push that bridge, man, just let the truck roll back, and you just gotta keep that truck steady. The bridge ain't but so long, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let the truck roll back, and bro, you gonna have to go back some more, gain some momentum. And then as you cross the bridge, come off the gas and let it just coast over the bridge, you know. And there's just so many people that just scared and they just hit them brakes and stand on brakes when they just, hey man, even when you all sliding, is put your foot on the gas or whatever like that, and then boom, you let your truck straighten out, because the more you on them brakes is the more that truck start to jackknife. And it's just sad to see that a lot of drivers just don't have the basics, or they not being taught the basics. And this is where it come into play when you got a manual truck And that's why I've always recommended a manual truck. Even when in an automatic truck, I hated them to death. Like, I'd rather switch gears and bang the gears out until, you know what I'm saying, I have complete control of my truck. If I slow down, I want to remain in that gear, I can do that. You got some of these automatic trucks, you can do the same thing. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to that, that truck wants to do what it's generated to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not really set up for the weather conditions and be able to calibrate what type of weather you're driving in. So that's why that manual transmission is definitely a big plus when it comes down to it. But other than that, man, we done made it uphill. This load was supposed to deliver yesterday. I called up here. The lady said they was already out here, so I pull up. Ain't nobody here. I got here. I was parked outside, and a guy pulled up today. He was like, he just security, but they got one of the roads shut down up the street, so the people can't even come down here to even come unload me. So they say roughly tomorrow. So this would be 3 days of me sitting on this load. I picked this. I'm not even gonna say 3 days, because I picked this load up. I picked this load up on the 15th, Martin Luther King Day, or whatever day that was. I picked that load up then, and we came Monday. Picked the load up, then we came down here. We've been sitting down here, and today Wednesday. So Thursday morning, if they hype in, hey, I'm gonna just take it to the house. This is one of them weeks that you just gotta count it as a loss. You know what I'm saying? You gotta count it as a loss. I'm figuring if I was just maybe in a different area or something like that, I could possibly keep rolling, but they are not used to this downhill, and you can tell. So we just gonna vibe it out, thug it out for the day. This $1,400 load was definitely decent, but it just turned into shit after dealing, you know, with these weather conditions or whatever like that. And hopefully that this stuff, he'll go ahead and, they say it's supposed to be dropping like 4 degrees tonight, which I don't know how true that is, but hopefully that it don't really drop, because if they wait until this weather drop tonight, all this that done melted is gonna freeze back over, you know, and in the morning, it ain't gonna look no better. So I saw one plow truck, but it was a pickup truck, and you could probably just tell that he go and do his own shit, you know, to make sure he ain't stuck nowhere. But you got people riding around on 4-wheelers and these little side-by-sides, they enjoying the weather. Wow. Even one of the guys came here that unloads, and he said, he was like, well, I can't unload because I don't have the key to the forklifts. And the guy that has the key to the forklifts live on the other side of this main street, and the other side of the street is closed. So if he could get to him, then he would have came back down, but it seemed like they ain't gonna work. You don't get no detention, you don't get no layover pay. As a fleet manager say, hey man, you're a lease operator, you don't get them type of benefits. Which I still felt like, hey, if I'm laid over or something like that, y'all should definitely offer layover pay. Even if you, you know, on op or not, you know. I just know what a lot of companies that I've either leased on to or just leased a truck from, they still offer that layover pay. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna compensate you for that. But this is what we doing today. We're just kicking it, chilling, relaxing. Hopefully tomorrow we can go pick something else up if everything ain't closed. I heard that it's a couple places that open today, but hopefully when we deliver this tomorrow, we could probably knock out about 2 more loads before the week is over with. If I deliver this in the morning, I could probably slide somewhere, pick a load up, deliver that Friday, pick some up Friday, deliver Monday. It's just gonna be a trash week. I'm gonna try to push what I can out of it, but I'm not gonna really try too hard. This is one of the weeks you gotta take, you know what I'm saying, on the chin. I think last week I had gross 49 plus fuel. It had ran me up to around, it was 49, and then you add the fuel. The fuel was like $1,000, and it was like $250 in tarp. So I don't know, we should possibly do pretty good. I know today by like 4-5 o'clock when the settlements hit. But I just want to give y'all a quick update on what was going on, You know what I'm saying? And please like, subscribe, comment, all of that. And I'll catch up with you on the next one.